It's a 1988 Ford Crown Victoria Country Squire LTD. It's very much an extension of me. I mean, like everything else on the outside is just like whatever, but the shoes are nice, the rims are nice, and it's a nice engine. Like it's a big body, but it goes fast, and that's how I feel I am. I'll drive up to Phoenix just for 7 minutes for free and then come back because it's an investment. It's a long run investment.
I'm Pauly Casillas, Tucson comedian extraordinaire.
I never knew what I wanted to be growing up, and I never really had a plan for life. I caught an assault charge. At that time, I was probably trying to get into selling coke and stuff like that. A lot of people pulled some strings for me to be out in public. So what can I do to do something with my life? I could have been doing 10 to 12.
Stand-up live downtown Phoenix. Gonna open up for Cal Kinane. Cal Kinane is the voice of Comedy Central, but also he's a very, very funny comedian.
Spiteful?
I don't get nervous until like 2 minutes, 3 minutes before the show. If it goes wrong, it's the worst thing in the world. When you're standing in front of hundreds of people and none of them are on your side, there's a potential that could happen every night.
Thank you guys for coming out. A little bit about me, I'm a fun guy. I like to do fun things. Like, a fun thing to do is to text random numbers with, hey, I'm outside. Like, I get Chinese food twice a week. I love Chinese food. But they're like, I ordered there one time, and it was good, so I ordered there again because they open early, and then he thought he knew me. Like, he heard my info that I was giving him, and he's like, oh, hey, what's up, Pauly? Beef lo mein, hot wings, and crab post? I was like, no, you can't just figure me out from one food order. Like, I'm an onion, there's layers to this shit. I'm a complex guy. Like, I've been to jail, but I've also been to the MoMA. Like, I've been stabbed before, but I love wine tastings. I play golf, but I've also sold drugs. I'm a complex guy. You can't just figure me out from one food order. So I was like, no, I will not get the crab puffs, sir. And then this is what I hear verbatim. On the other line, he goes, oh, cutting back. I was like, what? How does he know I'm fat?
Well, we do one show Thursday, a little karaoke after, live, and then we went to Lost Leaf.
I love this guy, Pauly Casillas, everyone.
I love Phoenix until you guys find out I'm from Tucson. See, and that's the response I get every time. What is your beef with Tucson? And don't say ASU, U of A, because none of you go to college. None of you go to college. I'm gonna stand up live all weekend, opening for Cal Kinane. Come through. Thank you.
Pauly Casillas, everybody. Damn, funny shit, man.
We're in Mark's Body Shop in the heart of Sahuarita, Arizona. I like this job. Every accident's different. If it happens again, come back and then we'll just fix it and we'll the bracket on it. I definitely do more than just a full-time job here. Probably a good 2 weeks, half of the month I'm working comedy. What amazes me about that is I love sleep. I love to sleep. Did you see that tweet I put out earlier about Steven Tyler? For some reason he popped in my head when I was driving to work. I saved 4 pictures of him and then I put it in a tweet and I asked people to Photoshop the microphone out and to add churros to it. And they didn't disappoint. There's one right there. That's a good one. That's another good one right there. This is one of my favorite though, because he's leaning back. He's like, and that's a huge churro right there. That's like a 3-foot churro. No one would book me if I didn't have the following. No one ever just says, "Oh yeah, yeah, go ahead, get on my show." No, it's you have the following, You get the verification check mark, and it's just like, oh yeah, come on my show. Stands to inherent tortilla making equipment Mexican, which is very specific, but I am coming into some tortilla making equipment. Holler at me. Starting a diet Monday, so I'm gonna eat all the junk food in my house now and then not start the diet Monday. Used my Mexican powers for good and helped a dude breaking into his running car. That happened right here at Safeway. Caught my 4-year-old snapping selfies, whispering to herself, so beautiful. And it's like, dang, I wish I was that confident. Like, I don't want to be like, I'm out here saving lives with my Twitter account. But really, it's just I'm bored and on the toilet and sometimes driving. Twitter got me as far as this, but now I have to use that to springboard off of this. So. Since I was little, it's been hair and shoes with me because I was always fat. And, you know, just being the fat kid at school, I gotta compensate for it, I guess. You still got it.
You've been the same size
Since '89?
like
I've gained like 300 pounds since '89.
That's a compliment.
No.
You're the same size, dude.
Yeah, the same shape, but not density.
Compliment, dude.
I'm much more dense.
You've been
I'm
the
much
same-
more
You've
dense.
been the same size.
I put on a bunch of muscle since then.
Well, yeah, he's been the same pretty much. Always been a funny guy. So what do you do tonight? Your show down here on 4th or what?
Yeah, heads.
I always try to say I'm gonna make it, but
Yeah, I don't believe you anymore.
it's hard. I have a big day.
I appreciate you still saying it though. Yeah, I've known Paul for at least over 20 years. Solid dude.
We went to high school together, elementary school. I opened up my own business. He always supported me. But he's a little picky, so I don't think if he didn't like his haircut, he probably wouldn't be coming to me anyway. So at least I feel like I'm doing something right.
Beautiful. Can you take this down a little bit right here? That pimple. See it? Show me your cute face.
That's my cute face.
We met playing co-ed softball almost 7 years ago, and then he Facebook stalked me. We started texting and then hanging out, and it was weird because I didn't think I would date him. He was always nice, and once we started talking, I could see that he was really nice.
Me and her had the same type of personality, same type of, we laughed at the same dark stuff. So it's fun to hang out with someone that you don't have to explain yourself to. There once was a girl named Lucy, and all she did was cry. Every time she didn't get her way, she would cry all day. And tears would run down her cheeks. And she would say stuff like, I don't want to go to bed. Her toys got wet. Yeah, her toys got wet. And her house turned into mush.
And this ship picked him up, and this guy named Kevin Costner, it took him to land.
The only land in the world
And everybody
that
was like,
Lucy didn't cry on.
yeah, and everybody said, Lucy, please don't cry.
Is that way too?
It's a true story.
Did you like it?
It got kind of dark in the end, but you know. It's,
I know, nobody liked Waterworld either.
Yeah, no, like Waterworld. What you see now is like the opposite side of the spectrum of how I had it, which probably helps me be a better parent now. All right, bottle time.
It was random that he asked me or told me that he wanted to do stand-up. And I was like 8 months pregnant with our first baby when he wanted to go do it.
Got everything? You got Lullaby Puppy?
He had to stay like grounded and support us as a family. And as long as he did that, I would support him still.
With that kind of backing, it's fun to come out here and really put everything behind it because I know in the long run, I feel like it'll pay off. We're at Mr. Head's, about to start the comedy night that we do every Wednesday at 10 o'clock.
Put your hands together, Pauly Casillas, everybody.
I'm happy to be here. I almost didn't make it here tonight, I was stuck in a Chipotle restroom for 2 hours waiting for an employee to come wash my hands like the sign says.
I went to go buy a Prius. They told my wife, like, your credit score's good, but yours is, you don't have one. I was like, is that good? They're like, are you 18? I was like, I'm 33. And this is what he said verbatim. The Toyota dealer tells me, what the fuck have you been doing? Living off the grid, baby.
Right there. Thank you guys. I'm Pauly Casillas. That's my time.